I'm David, Raasiyanatha. Today we're going to talk about Reiki. We're going to go over and do a Reiki session and kind of learn about Reiki. So first off, we're going to use some sage to clean ourselves off. I'm going to start by saging myself off. Kind of get thorough with it. You can use a feather, you can use your hand, you can just shake the sage around. Any pungent smell helps. Just let it go. Give it away. Point to the candle. I'll sage off Lisa here, who's here to get her Reiki treatment. Okay, you turn clockwise. Oh, other way. Yeah,
Woo!
okay, foot up. Alright, other foot. Perfect. Oh, my top, yes. Okay, so it's good to clean your space. You can clean it with Reiki energy with a push exercise and different ways like that. I like to use the sage, and I got my trusty turkey wing here, so I like to use that. Gonna kind of clean the whole space, the table, around the room. Send some sage to you guys in Facebook land or YouTube land, wherever you're watching from. May you be blessed. Get the beautiful photographer here. Now, videographer. And sage to the world. Okay, so then with Reiki, it's good to have talked about Reiki with the person that you're going to be doing Reiki on, and to get permission to work on them. And every time it's good to ask for permission. Do I have permission to lay my hands on you?
Yes, you did.
Thank you. You're welcome to get comfortable on the table, face up. And we're going to start out with reading the chakras. So once the client is comfortable on the table, gonna kind of check them out and see how they're doing. So we worked on pendulum techniques, which we'll teach in another video another day, and we're going to work on the different chakra system to kind of get a reading to see how things are looking. And we're also going to work on the star chakra and the earth chakra. So we're going to check them all out and see what we can do with the Reiki. So kind of lifting it and lowering it into the space. And the root chakra. Kind of observing and seeing. This is just the observation part of Reiki. Kind of observing the different energy points in the body, the different energy centers in the body. Kind of checking their health. They are orbs of energy, and they're spinning at different rates depending on their health. Depending on if they're open or they're closed. They're like lotus flowers. So right now we're just witnessing. We're just being aware of the different chakras. Getting an idea of the condition of the client's chakras. Working the way up to the heart chakra. Beautiful green glowing. We use this heart chakra a lot with our Reiki healing, bringing that energy into our heart and sending it out through our hands. I like to see a good clockwise spin. That shows me that I'm in the right area of the chakra. It shows me that the chakra is sending out good energy. It's sending out, it's moving that pendulum, sending out that good energy in that good way. So then the crown chakra is kind of like the top of the head. It's like a lotus flower with 1,000 petals, but it's actually, the petals are in your head and the roots reach up to the sky. To the universe, to the multiverses. And been practicing with the one above and below, so sometimes they're a little bit harder to find, because I'm still learning them. So. Okay. Now that's the pendulum technique. That's the visual technique. I like to also do sensory technique of feeling it. So I'm going to connect myself with the Reiki energy. I'm getting my hands ready, kind of stirring them up. Then just receiving that energy to kind of just get my flow going and allowing myself to be flowing well. We worked on some Qigong earlier to work on our flow and getting our flow to flow and flowing our flow. So receiving and flowing, that helps me be a channel. My hands feel sensitive now. So now I'm going to check the chakras with the feeling that I feel in my hand. I'm kind of going to step outside of her bubble so I can be an outside observer, not affecting this experiment, but I'm just experimenting with the feeling that I feel, the tingling, the sensations that I feel in my hands at the different chakras, and then the root chakra. So I come up out of it, so I'm like out of that area, so my hand can kind of reset to its feeling, its base feeling, and then I can move down towards the passion chakra to see if it gives me the same kind of readings that the pendulum did.
Mm.
And this is just being aware. This is just being aware of it. It's observing. I'm observing the condition, the energy flow of the chakras. And we've practiced today and yesterday of the feeling in our hands and getting that feeling, getting close to that feeling. So we cultivate that. We cultivate being aware of what sensations are flowing through our hands. And this is just right now, I'm just doing it with the hands. We can just be aware of it fully. And if I'm kind of get a weird, not too sure how well I read at that time, I'll go back out and then go back in. And I feel a difference when I reach through the shell to being above the shell and reaching through the shell of separation and feeling the difference that it feels in that area where the energy balls are. It's really amazing. So then that's the part done of the observing. And now would be the part of connecting. So it's like a prayer, it's like an openness, it's like a receiving. It's like a practice of receiving gratefulness and blessings. So I connect myself with the divine, with love, with magnetism, with electricity, with just everything that is everything, everything that is. And I allow that healing, loving, light energy to come to me. And I allow that energy to come to me and go through me. And I allow that and I be aware of that and I feel that flow. And I cultivate that and I practice that. And so now I'm honoring that flow that's out there for us. I'm honoring that divine healing energy, and then I'm going to bring that divine healing energy down into the client and make that contact, the belly button. And so now I am just bringing in that energy. I'm frolicking in that energy and connecting that energy to the client. So all of this lovely healing energy that is everywhere that I have connected to, I have helped connect it to the client. Now I am going to help send more to the client. Send that energy to the client now that we're all connected. And anytime I'll go back to that base and just feel again, and just feel that connectedness, and just feel that energy through my hands and through my heart. Connecting, receiving, connected the client, and now I'm going to connect with the client with that energy and allowing it to flow through me into the client, and putting that energy, flowing that energy through me and frolicking it down to the client. Helping the client see the energy, to have the energy, to receive the energy, helping direct it to them. Then there's different poses in Reiki, all sorts of different positions. And right now we're teaching intuitive Reiki, so we're going through this session of moves, and I might move them a little bit differently for my intuition from what I learned. And that's okay. So I'm just keeping in that good, clean, clear crystal, accepting that beautiful, loving light energy, receiving it, letting it stir in my heart, and loving it, and then sending it back out my hands. Being the giver to the receiver. Being the receiver and receiving from the giver. Being the giver and giving to the receiver.
What do you feel, Lisa?
My energy.
Yeah. Love it.
And so we connect, we frolic in that energy. We're bringing that energy down. We're just frolicking in it and bringing that energy to her, to allow her and her beliefs to heal anything that she needs healed. And what I'm doing is I'm feeling the flow here as I receive, and I'm feeling the flow here as I give. I'm feeling that flow as I give until it feels like I receive. So when it feels like I receive, then I know that it has cleared, the energy has connected and pushed through, the light has shined through. So I can receive, and then I can give to the receiver. And when I feel that good energy flow, then I know that that position is flowing. And if I need to reconnect, then I can reconnect and get that going. I can focus on that again if it feels like it needs more, if it feels a little stuck. So I like to keep returning to it. I like to return to feeling that flow, receiving. And it gets to the point where it's just receiving, giving, giving and receiving. Receiving and giving at the same time. It's good flow. Try not to breathe on the face while I'm doing it. Kind of breathe away so I'm not disrupting. Feeling that energy flow all the way to her feet, pushing out any of the darkness, any of the guck that no longer serves her. And then directing it towards her heart. And thinking about all that divine love of all the ascended masters and angels, sending that divine love to me through my heart, and allowing me to send that divine love into her heart. To allow her to do the healing that she needs. And anytime you want to strengthen your connection when doing Reiki, then you can reconnect. Draw whatever symbols work for you, and then reconnect the client with that, so that that energy is always flowing. It's not just flowing through me, it's raining down like a waterfall, but it's like a waterfall coming in from all directions all the time to all of us. We have access to this energy if we just know and believe and remember. We are here to receive and to give. Sometimes we give and sometimes we receive. Feeling that flow from the shoulder to the hand. Feeling that flow from the wrist, which from the elbow to the hand to the wrist, until I feel that flowing smoothly. Then just through the hand and holding these different poses. And then we do the sweep. After you do that, you shake it off, you pull. And if you feel something or you cough or something weird comes up or you feel a little weird tick or something, flick it to the fire, get it to the fire. Stop and sage if you feel like you need to, you know. You can go back and you can sage. If you feel anything that feels like maybe you should, then go for it. Intuition, intuitive. So then we're going to keep on the same side, make a good connection with the foot. So I'm going to, before I get into that, I'm going to reconnect with myself again and get that flow feeling good. Get back to my base, to my center. Get back to the flow. And then connecting until I feel that flow again. Because we are all love. All of this is love. Every cell between my hands is love. And I'm just loving the love and feeling the love connect. We are all that flow. And Lisa has done a lot of inner work and she's done a lot of healing work, so she has a really good flow. So it doesn't take me as long to feel the flow from hand to hand because she has a good flow. Some people might take a little bit more work, more time, more energy flow. You might have to connect a few times. You might even have to draw some more symbols and connect to that area to help you. Ask your guides, guardians, ask your angels, your ancestors, whoever you believe in. Ask in your higher self. Ask for help from every direction if you need extra help. It's all there. That's all that we're tapping into right here is the lovingness that is everything, the divine healing energy that is everywhere. Receiving and giving. Receiving from the divine and giving to a divine one. Who is the divine one as we all are divine one. So I like to pull, flip, pull, flip, pull, flip. It's called a sweeping method. It's just kind of helping direct anything that she's letting go of to direct it towards the fire, for the fire to take it to the Creator. We are not here to heal her. We are here to facilitate her healing, to help her healing, to gather up her healing that's everywhere and help show her that it is her and that she can heal and be healed, that she is healed, that she is healed. Perfect health and perfect wealth. Waiting to feel that flow through. Waiting to feel the connectedness between your hands. And a good way to practice that is to just work with your energy ball. Feel that energy in your hands. Feel that. So I kind of got a little bit off of the usual path that I go for it, so I kind of skip the core that I usually do before I went to the limbs. But you can't really do it wrong. Don't beat yourself up over anything that you do. Just keep flowing with it. Now I'm going to work on her power chakra, and so I'm going to reconnect myself, feel that good energy, and I'm going to reconnect her and just bring it right on down to her again. And now accept and receive and then give, so she may receive. She's got the great part here because she gets to receive. And I got the great part here because I get to receive and give. And it's this constant balance that we have in life. It's this constant flow that we are a part of. And we can cultivate that flow. Just picturing just the energy, picturing the light, picturing the white light flow through. Picturing that, just keeping in that good, clean state of being and believing, and just picturing just being that flow of light pointing in, directing it, helping it frolic with the flow. Receiving and giving. And focusing on that being that hollow bone. Focusing on being that clear crystal and allowing the rainbows to flow through. I picture fluffy pink clouds like cotton candy, like delicious, like flowing out of my hands. So then we covered that whole area. So then next would be to send energy up the feet. There's many different handholds that you can do to the feet. I like to get connected solid, so I like to do this. And so receiving, feeling that energy in my hand, being that energy, feeling that love, feeling that divine flow, feeling it in my hands, feeling that energy flow through me, and receiving and then giving. Feeling and giving that flow all the way through my being, even coming up through my feet from Mother Earth, into my heart, stirring out, down my shoulders, through my hands, up her feet, all the way out the top of her head. Feeling that energy, picturing it, sending it. And then so I'm going to connect one more time on the top of the head and send that energy back down now that we've gone through everything. Now, connecting and receiving. So as much as I'm receiving from up here that you guys see, I'm also receiving my roots and my tree. I'm the tree and my roots are going way deep into Mother Earth. And she loves me so much and she loves us all so much. Just that energy's also coming into my heart. So all that energy is coming together into my heart and so lovely, and it's blasting out my arms and blasting out my hands, and I'm giving as I receive. Till I can feel it and picture it flying through all of her chakras, all the way out her feet. And then this is the point of the Reiki session where you've taken care of the positions, and then you ask the client how they're doing. And how are you doing?
Very well. Very connected and balanced right now.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Is there any areas that may need some extra work, or any areas of notice that you could use a little more energy directed towards those areas?
Yeah, the top of my foot right here.
Okay.
Kind of hurts. I don't know why. And now my shoulder blade.
Cool.
I slept wrong. There's a little pinch back there.
Yep. Perfect. So then there was the reading of the session, then there was doing the Reiki session, and then there's the checking in with your client and doing the key points, the different areas that they came in for maybe, or the areas that they're still feeling could use, or something that they can still use. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to convince her that she has all the healing energy that she needs to allow that to heal herself by receiving and giving and frolicking in it. Yay! I appreciate your complete full healing. I appreciate you healing yourself and allowing the healing energy to heal you. I appreciate you showing up for your healing and receiving and allowing yourself to be healed. I thank you for believing that you are healed. I believe that you will continue to do what is right to stay in the best healed you that is you. And so you can draw some of the Reiki symbols to direct the energy into certain areas. You can use some tools to kind of like shake up any stuck energy in those areas. And kind of help break up that energy that didn't just flow right out earlier. This ankle, I remember when I was holding it, the flow took a little bit longer, and so that confirms me by what she said that needed some work. So I'm honored to be able to help out this way. If you have a wing or some feathers or whatever tools that you have that work well for you, whatever blessings you have, you know, you can use that too intuitively, you know. Sound helps. So I kind of like to pinpoint the area a little bit with different sound techniques and then maybe get all of it too while I'm at it. So your shoulder is close to the heart and throat chakra, so maybe speaking your heart is something that you're evolving into that's going to help you through these next days, through your next cycle. This is the only tuning fork I have right now, but it's a C, it's the root. So we're going to help repair her tree roots and help her foot be connected to earth and let that guck that she had held into this foot for some reason, we're going to let that guck, she's going to let that guck fall back to Mother Earth. She's going to let it happen when she's ready to release it. But I'm here to help shake it up and stir it up. Root chakra, red. I'll help her with that, focusing on love and not fear and letting go of fear. And so that helped me stir it up a little bit, and now I'm going to connect again. To connect to the divine energy that I'm always connected to. I'm going to stir it up and feel that connection again. I'm going to frolic in that energy connection again. And then receive and then give. And just bless and love her foot with my heart. All of my heart. All of the energy from Mother Earth to my heart. All of Grandfather Sky's energy, all the energy everywhere of love is going through my heart and into her foot. Love, 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 love. It's not my job to heal her. It's not my job to pull sickness and guck out of her. It's only my joy to frolic and play in the energy and help receive and give. Love, 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 love. And so then this here could have to do with some of this flow here. So we don't want her energy to get stuck in her arm. We want to help it flow all the way out her hand, so that she doesn't build the guck here. She can learn to signal it, shoot it out through her fingertips and let it go. So I'm just going to send that love energy through to help make that a good clear channel. Till I feel that lovely connection from hand to hand. And now I feel that flow feels really good. And so it's not just treating the part that she pointed at or talked about, but the parts that lead to it. You know, telling her to put this hand behind her back more when she's not using it could help. Connecting the heart to the shoulder too, because it is that part of that, she's a Reiki healer, and it is part of that energy from her hand to her heart. And so a little something got stuck in there maybe. And so we've loosened it up, and now we're loving it and blessing it. Connecting hand to heart. Heart to hand. Through the shoulder. Nothing can get stuck in there. It's nice and clear, flowing channel. I'm never trying to take anything from anybody. That's not my job. I'm only receiving and giving. And I'm keeping myself clean in the process. You know? I'm only giving and receiving and keeping myself clean in the process. So as I was blessing her with love and light energy, it just felt like I needed to cough and felt like I needed to clean myself up. And that's okay. We don't have to say it is whatever it is. It is whatever it is. So now that I've worked on that clearing there, I feel real good with that. I think we worked with good clearing there, so I think we've really worked with it. But now that I've worked on her again, I want to do head to toe or toe to head. So I'm going to see what I should do. Head to toe or toe to head. I'm going to move from head to toe to head. It doesn't really matter to me right now. I'm just going to flow through this way first. Sending love and light energy through her whole aura, from her feet to her head. From this chakra here, all the way out to her head chakra. Love, 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 light, shining into me so bright, shining out through. Giving and receiving. Giving to the receiver. Love, 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 love. Feeling that love shine all the way through. Blasting out her toes. Light so bright it breaks up any gut, dissolves it. And now she can allow all of that healing energy, light, to do what she wants it to do, to heal her in whatever way she believes. So next I'm going to get her a cup of Reiki water. I'm going to get some water, I'm going to bless it and give her Reiki and then give it to her. So thank you for joining us. We will be teaching some classes soon. We love to do remote healing. We love to do Reiki sessions. We're going to do Reiki group share. We're going to do Reiki trade every month where we get together and do Reiki with each other. So follow JourneyEvolve and all the good stuff we're doing, and thank you for being here. Much love.